Hey everyone, welcome to episode 20 of Tuesdays with Thadd, where I give a recap of my weekend in wrestling. And this week, on January 31st, when Future Shock was held at the FSW Arena, I refed my very first match on the show. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about what my experience was like reffing that match. It was the pre-show with the Golden Shower versus the Crusade. I have to say, going from having refed matches in kids class to now on a show is a big jump. It was a bit hard to keep track of who was legal and who wasn't, and I have to say I missed a few tags there, and I was just trying to make sure I didn't mess up on any of the counts. And I know reffing looks pretty easy, but now I see that it's more difficult than it seems. However, it was fun getting the experience to be the ref in that match. Once I had finished reffing the match, I looked back at the recording and I saw that the Crusade wound up cheating and I didn't even notice it. Khan the Anarchist, as he goes by, he wound up distracting me, acting as if he was hurt. Whether he was hurt or not, I'm not sure. Either way, it distracted me, leaving to give Sanders his opportunity to attack. And the fact that he wasn't the legal man is what made it cheating. And from the looks of it, I'm quite sure he knew, and that's why he did it. There are so many things that you have to pay attention to as a ref that it is really difficult to keep track of all of them. Now I see why in other matches the ref is able to be distracted from one thing and letting the other team cheat. Just like in another part where the Crusade again goes and distracts me from Khan cheating this time. From my point of view, when I was reffing, it was a pretty even match. But I see it's a little bit different after looking at the footage. Overall, the show was a really good one. There were multiple exciting matches that you can go see for yourself. Just go to Title Match Network and you'll be able to watch it. That, as well as other FSW shows that are gonna happen in the future, and I recommend watching them because it is going to be worthwhile. I can tell you that. Even though I want to continue and enjoy talking about Future Shock, I'm going to go on and talk about Kids Class Saturday and Sunday. My first match of the week at Kids Class was against Justin. I've gone against him before, and I'm going to say that he is no easy opponent. Because of his strength advantage over me, I had to find a way to maneuver around him. But even that wasn't going to be easy. You could tell that throughout the match, he was learning quick. And so, I had to keep changing up my style on how I was fighting. And no matter how many times I did it, it seemed like none of them worked. The only time I'd be able to have a chance if I found a way to reverse one of his attacks. Thankfully later I did, and I gained the upper hand for some part of the match. It didn't last very long, sadly. But when you're going up someone like a Justin, you're gonna have to expect things like that. And the fact that I've had a match with him before and he knows some of the moves that I do doesn't really help my part. The only way it seemed like I could knock him down was using my full force, my entire body weight. And sometimes, even that didn't work. Up until the end of the match, that's when he was worn down a little bit, and I could actually get some attacks in. However, the end of the match seems like either one, Justin was planning it the whole time, or two, he saw an opportunity and took it. He wound up kicking the ref. From the looks of it, I believe it was on purpose. And very, very painful move after. I don't really want to think about that. But he gave me a low blow, and it hurt tremendously. That's what really stopped me from kicking out. And especially his move after. I don't know what he calls it, but man, is it effective. Eventually, I do plan to still have that match against him when I get the title back. Whether or not I have a match against him before then, that doesn't matter. It's not that the matches that we have don't matter, but it's that in the situation that I'm trying to make his chance at having the title fair, then that doesn't matter. Because once I get that title back from Dante, I'm going to make sure that Justin and or Leo are the first ones to get that shot. Whether it be a one-on-one, maybe even a triple threat, heck, maybe even something else. But I need to make sure it becomes fair. Because again, I know I've said this before, but they got screwed out of those titles, and I need to make sure that they get a second chance. Up next, we're going on to Sunday. This class was trained by Fresco-matic, however you would like to go by him. But he is a part of the team or faction. It goes by Lights, Camera, Faction. In class, Fresco taught us a variety of things, and I was trying to use some of them in my match, hoping that would get an upper hand on Cheeto here. But I guess he was also thinking the same thing, and it was an interesting match in my opinion. We had Eliana Mack as the manager for Cheeto and Tesla Teasley as my manager. So we both had a pretty even match. I guess the main difference is that Cheeto and Eliana Mack were the two that were cheating. Still not happy about the fact that they cheated, but it's the most fair match that we have gotten so far. Looking back on this match, I see that they didn't technically cheat the win. They cheated to lead to the win, and they caught me off guard by rolling me up into a pin. I'm still confused on whether or not I would count this as them cheating the win, but either way, they cheated. And I'd like to hear what you guys think. Reason being is I want a fair assessment on what happened on this match because I'm still not quite sure myself. Let me know what you all think. I will have both Saturday and Sunday matches posted by tomorrow, Wednesday. But for now, that'll be it for this week's episode of Tuesdays with Thadd. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to go grab your own Thaddeus Cole Raw Determination t-shirts, as well as Thaddeus Cole United We Stand Divided You Fall t-shirts. Just go to www.prowrestlingtees.com/dcoletees and grab your shirt today. And remember, with your support, we will not be divided.